Okay, we're getting right into it today. We're not going to do any sort of...
Okay, on to it.
Okay. Hello, and welcome to Over the Wall, a Game of Thrones podcast. I'm trying to sound all dramatic, and I think I'm really failing.
Yeah, you kind of are.
I'm just making it sound super awkward.
Keep going.
My name is Brendan.
And I'm Chad.
And we are Media Maniacs. Pregnant pause.
I was wondering why you just kind of stopped there.
What's there to say?
Well, it's the season opener.
Oh, yes. Right.
Game of Thrones. Season 6.
Oh, yeah, that.
That's kind of an important way to start it off.
Alright, so Game of Thrones Season 6 just started on Sunday. Today is Wednesday.
Or some would say Wednesday.
Some would say Wednesday. I say that when I spell it every time.
I think everyone does.
So we're going to be talking about the season 6 premiere, titled The Red Woman, which we now know why it was called that. But we'll get into that.
I just gotta say, I hate not knowing what's happening.
Yeah, okay, that's a good segue, because the first thing we're going to talk about are initial impressions of the episode.
I hate it. I mean, the episode was great. Like, I love this show. It's just, I hate being in the same boat with all you other people.
Non-book readers?
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Like, I just was like, no!
Yeah.
A lot of things, and just like, But at least it's not... At least the books are different enough.
Right.
That it's not spoiling everything.
Right. Hopefully.
Yeah.
It was a good episode, I think. But I think for me, I wasn't disappointed. It's just when it ended, I wanted so much more.
Yeah, you were kind of like, what? What?
I know it ended too soon for me. That 50 minutes just went by really fast. Mm-hmm. So, but
well, it had to set up everything.
Yeah.
So it was always going to be hard. I'm
real excited for the next episode because we get to see Bran finally.
Yeah, I was surprised there was no Bran this episode.
Yeah. And
he wasn't in episode all season last year, so it's kind of like, yeah.
I have a feeling each episode this season is probably just going to get better and better, as they usually do.
Usually that's how it goes, yeah.
Also, me and probably a lot of people are a little impatient with getting resolution with Jon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not a whole lot was really, explained about Jon in this episode.
They just moved his body to a room and just kind of hold up for a bit. We'll get to that though.
No, this is a good segue into our episode recap.
Okay.
If we're ready for that.
Yeah,
we're only 3 minutes in and we're already moving like a cheetah. Like a Dothraki horse.
Okay. Okay.
Is that's something that's really fast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Horses are generally fast.
So let's start with talking about Jon and the Wall and all of those people. So like you said, they just moved his body.
Yeah, like Davos, heard ghosts kind of whimpering in his little pen, and then he saw the body, and he
was like, oh shit.
He got some of the guys that didn't kill Jon from the Watch to kind of move his body into his room, I think.
So is Davos's character is kind of taking on a new role, it seems to me, because he was just Stannis' right-hand man, and now he's not necessarily replacing Jon, but taking on that leadership role for the good guys.
And I think also he's our kind of gateway to what's happening at the wall now. Because
right.
with John being dead, we don't have it, and Sam going to Old Town, we don't have any of the established characters.
Right.
Other than, like, Alistair and Ed, but like, we don't know Ed that much other than... You see, like, when I say his name, book readers, like, know who I'm talking about, but you're probably like, who's Ed?
I only know who Ed is because I was reading stuff earlier.
Okay.
But he was one of John's friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
He's the one that left to go get the wildlings to help?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do predictions at the very end?
Very end.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do it at the very end, yeah.
Okay.
Let's just recap it and then go to the end.
Okay. So then we have Melisandre. She comes back and she sees John and she's kind of distraught.
Yeah.
Because she's had a vision.
Well,
didn't she say it last season?
She's had some visions, and like he had king's blood.
Yeah.
She knows that. She knows that he's a part Targaryen. I think. I'm assuming.
Right.
So she needs the king's blood to like fuel her powers a lot of the time. So she kind of maybe she's thinking she lost a power source.
Right.
But I think it's more deeper than that. I think like she definitely had like a vision about him, and
didn't she say last season that she like saw him fighting in Winterfell?
Yeah, and especially coming off the heels of Stannis dying, losing,
her whole
world is kind of like,
which makes the end of the episode make a little more sense. Because at the time it didn't really make any sense to me. Her taking off the necklace and becoming very old. I mean, besides the shock factor of her not being who she appears to be, symbolically this kind of means that not necessarily that she's lost faith, but that she's losing faith.
She's having a crisis of faith.
Yeah, pretty much.
Possibly. I think that's what's happening. She's kind of lost in the woods right now. And it was interesting that Davos is like, he's in such a predicament now where he's like, maybe we do need Melisandre on our side now.
Yeah, because he's always been kind of against her.
Yeah, but like at the end, like, we could get the Red Woman, she could help us. Because like right now, like Davos and like a couple of the Night's Watch guys, they're like protecting Jon's body.
Right. And
the rest of the Watch is like, hand them over, or like open up and by nightfall, or else we're gonna come in by force.
Right.
So they're like, yeah, we need to have her to fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
Smoke monster babies. I don't know. There's something else that we don't know that she can do.
Flame on.
Flame on.
Okay, shall we move on?
Should we talk more about like Melisandre like taking off the necklace? So we just kind of glossed over.
Yeah,
that.
well,
that was like the big reveal.
It was.
It was like the big thing that happened in the episode.
From the books, is there anything like that with anyone else?
With anyone else? I guess the closest would be the House of Black and White with the faceless men.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That'd be the closest I could think of.
What are your thoughts on her taking the necklace off?
I was like dumbstruck. I was like, what the fuck? Because there's no inclination of that in the books.
Right.
It's like, well, shit.
I wonder if that's something that they made up for the show, or
I don't know.
Not. It still to me seems like a really weird reveal to make. Like, what significance is this going to play?
Yeah, I don't know.
How old is she really?
Has she had interactions with people in the past? It's like, is Melisandre the only form she can take, or can she take other forms?
Oh.
Is that just her when she was younger that the necklace is bringing out, or can she change her form? I don't know.
Yeah.
Things to ponder.
Yes. I was thinking, like, I wonder if Melisandre is like hundreds of years old, but I don't think she is, because she's been following Stannis this whole time, and she seemed really, really connected to him being the Lord of Light, and now she's really distraught that he's dead. So I would think if she had been alive for hundreds of years, at some point she probably would have followed someone else, and that doesn't seem very likely. So she's probably just a regular old age.
Okay. But not like ancient.
But not super ancient.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then can other like red priests and priestesses do this too? Like what? Like,
Oh, yeah.
You know. Because like it seemed that it was from the necklace itself. So.
Right. And if she puts that necklace on Jon, will he come back to life? Is it like that kind of life regenerating necklace?
I don't know. Yeah. And also another thing that I was thinking about is that necklace could be. So remember, the maester of Dragonstone tried to poison her. Remember, like he took the, like he poisoned his cup and her cup.
Yeah.
And she was fine. I'm thinking maybe that necklace had something to like protect her too. So maybe that necklace has other properties.
Yeah, interesting.
That we don't know about.
Very interesting.
That's all I got for that now. So we can move on.
Okay. Let's talk about the Boltons.
Yeah.
So Ramsay's mourning over Miranda. Boo hoo. And then he's like, feed her to the dogs.
Which it's like, yeah, it seemed bad, but it's like, is that what she would want? she was a kennel master's daughter, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, whoa, that's pretty hardcore.
It was interesting just seeing that Ramsay actually did care about her, but then he also like doesn't care about her physical form now.
Yeah.
Because he's just gonna feed it to the
Or
dogs.
he could just be put it on a front to protect his like reputation as like,
yeah, maybe. So his dad is very upset that Sansa got away, and makes a passive aggressive comment about how since he's going to be having a new son soon, possibly he said, let's just hope that this new baby is a boy or something like that,
so I can have an heir.
Because as we know, Ramsay is a bastard, and
well, he's legitimized now.
Oh, okay.
He's now Ramsay Bolton.
Okay. But Roose may favor this other child over him, potentially. Maybe not. Maybe he's just using that to aggravate Ramsay.
I think he's going to play that card, and then whatever helps him the most, he's going to run with.
So Ramsay sends a group out to find Sansa and Theon. Are we calling him Theon now?
Yeah, he's Theon. I think he's officially a Theon.
Because he kills Miranda and then he kills somebody in this.
Yeah, I think killing Miranda and jumping off the rampart. I think he's now officially Theon again.
Okay. So these dogs and people go after them, and they catch up to them, which was like really stressful.
Yeah.
And then Theon goes out.
But like you knew that they're like.
I knew something was going to happen.
Like, I know everyone dies in this fucking story, but not in the first episode.
Yeah.
Not someone that,
And I mean, like, after a whole season break of, like, last season they escaped, they're not just going to get captured.
Yeah, because, like, they would just kill them at the fall. You know, when they jumped off. Like,
right.
They
exactly. Pretty much.
But yeah, it was still intense. It was still like, whoa, shit.
Yeah. And so Theon, like, goes as a distraction, and then that doesn't work.
Nope.
And they find Sansa. And then, out of nowhere, Brienne and Pod come riding in.
Deus Ex Podrick.
And they kick ass.
Yeah. Brienne just goes to town.
Yes.
How many dudes she killed? Like, what?
I don't know.
4?
Maybe.
3?
Yeah.
I think she killed 3, Pod killed 1, and then
Theon kills
the
one,
other.
which was also a big moment because I think that's the first time he's really had a sword since season 2.
Yeah. Season 3.
Season 3.
3, yeah. I mean, fuck it. But yeah, that was a pretty cool moment. He just
I love Brienne. Every time she like comes out of nowhere or is in any sort of battle,
Yeah.
it's just intense.
Yeah, she acts ferocious very well.
Yes.
She's very good at that.
And then so after the battle, she pledges herself to Sansa.
Yep.
Or Sansa allows her.
Well, she pledges herself, and then Sansa, yeah.
Yeah.
Takes
Which
steps.
is another really huge moment because Brienne, I mean, used to have this role with Kat.
Yep.
And now she's playing that role with Sansa.
Yep.
So, kind of a big deal. Also, this has been like her mission ever since Kat died.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I think that's exciting.
Yeah, we finally get people meeting up and like not fucking splitting up again. Like
Yeah.
when Theon went to like go distract, I was like, "Fuck you, just
Yeah.
like stop splitting up."
Right. So now we have those 4 together.
Yeah.
And where are they going to go?
Well, they mentioned the wall, Castle Black,
Yeah.
or Theon did.
Yeah.
So they could go there, but in the next time on at the end of the episode,
Yeah.
they were talking about Arya.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not. Yeah, did you catch that?
No.
Yeah, they started talking about Arya, and Brienne was like, I found her, but she didn't want my help,
right.
and she left.
Okay.
I don't know if that goes anywhere with that, but
Yeah.
that's kind of interesting but that now means that Sansa knows Arya is alive, or was alive when they.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah.
Those poor Stark kids. They all got separated in episode 1.
Yep.
Almost all of
Yeah.
them.
Well, John from everyone. Yeah, and Rob. Yeah.
And then they all just died.
Yep.
I think it would make a lot of sense for them to go back to Winterfell after maybe they need to like gain up some.
They should go
People.
to like they need to go like to the Umbers and to the other people at the north.
Right. And then rally against
Yeah.
the Boltons. Okay. Next, let's talk about King's Landing.
Yeah, and so which part?
Well, let's kind of combine it with Dorne because they're really
Yeah, it's okay.
integrated at this point.
Yeah.
So Jaime comes back, and Cersei's all happy until she sees that Melisandre's not standing next to
Marcella.
Marcella.
Yeah, she saw the casket and
Yeah, and she kind of just, I don't know, she's lost so much
Yeah.
at this point. And she references the prophecy that we got at the beginning of last season, which said that
she'll marry the king. She'll have 3 children, but he'll have 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then a younger, beautiful one will take your place, essentially.
Yeah, and that all of her kids will die
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
and she'll be left with nothing.
Yeah.
So that's a really interesting thing because she had 3 kids. 2 of them are now dead. I mean, Tommen is prophesized to die at this point.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. So if Tommen dies now, who
Who would be Jaime? Or
it might be Jaime,
would the High Sparrow just
because
be
the
able to take
Baratheon
over?
line is gone. Because Renly's gone.
Unless he comes back.
Renly's dead.
No, Gendry.
Again, they don't know if bastards can't unless they get legitimized. They can't.
Oh, right, okay.
So the Baratheons are gone. Fuck, who's next in line? It might be Jaime.
It would probably be Jaime.
It might actually be Jaime.
I'd be okay with that.
No, it would probably go to like one of the Tyrells.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe Mace or Loras. It would probably either go to Mace or to Jaime.
Okay. And I mean, I don't want Tommen to die, but I do.
I just want him to like be a king.
Yeah.
Like get some more Joffrey in you and like go down there.
Never thought we'd say that.
Shed some blood, kick the sparrows out.
Yeah.
And reclaim your fucking throne.
So, here my question is, will any of that really matter when it's pretty obvious that Dorne is getting ready to, like, combat King's Landing in some way?
Yeah, I don't... This whole Dorne situation is...
It's weird.
It's weird. Like, they killed Duran.
Yeah.
They killed his bodyguard, who in the books is a fucking badass.
They
like,
killed him with a little dagger.
Yeah, like, in the books, he does, like, some really awesome shit. And he's, like, one of the best fighters in the fucking world. And they just kill him with a fucking little dagger. So that pissed me off.
Yeah.
I was more upset that they killed the bodyguard than Duran, I think.
Than Duran.
Yeah. And then they killed Trystane.
Yeah, that was a really cool death.
No, he went like a bit. He just turned his fucking back to the one with the spear.
Yeah, well,
like,
that was
if you're
his
gonna
fault.
turn your back, turn it to the one without the piercing weapon.
Right. I guess we should maybe explain a little bit.
Right, so Trystane is on the boat.
Trystane is on a boat in the harbor at King's Landing.
Yeah.
And so two of the Sand Snakes come in and kill him.
Yeah.
So those two Sand Snakes are now in King's Landing.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if that'll mean anything in the future. And then back in Dorne, what's her name? Ilaria?
Ilaria.
Comes up and just straight up murders Duran.
Yep. And so there's Ilaria and the other Sand Snake.
And
I
says
forget their names. I think the one in Dorne is Tyne. I could be wrong. I forget.
Yeah, I have no idea. And Ilaria says something about how everyone in Dorne hates Doran.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that, like...
He keeps the peace.
Yeah, he keeps but he's not, like, avenging...
Right. Oberyn,
who everyone loved. It just sucks to beat Duran.
So...
Now he's dead, especially.
I mean, in my head, what I see happening is Ilaria takes the Sand Snakes to King's Landing and just kind of assassinates all the Lannisters. Would be what her mission would be, right?
That's probably what she wants to do.
So maybe that's how Tommen dies.
Yeah, that's probably a good bet. That would be my guess.
Yeah. I think that's almost everything for those two places. The other thing is that Marjorie is still in prison. Mm-hmm. We see her, and she still will not confess to lying to the gods or whatever.
Yeah.
And she almost gets beaten with something.
I think it was the book.
All right. Our last bit is moving over to Essos. Let's talk about Arya.
Yeah, she's just kind of like panhandling now.
Yeah. She's still blind.
Yep.
That's not going away anytime soon, probably.
Nope.
And then the girl from the House of Black and White comes up and starts beating her. Well, fighting, but she's blind, so...
She's basically making Arya become Daredevil.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Exactly. And I think we were talking about it during the episode. She'll probably get her sight back once she becomes Daredevil.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
So to speak. And at that point, I think, well, first of all, she has to get good at fighting being blind, but also she has to give up her identity.
Yeah, I think it's more that, not necessarily being a good fighter blind, just becoming no one.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And then using her other senses, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily being a fighter is what they're
Right.
going for. It's
Right.
just...
Using the senses.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's on her way to being a badass assassin. But far from it.
Yeah. But she's going to get there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be awesome.
Okay, so Tyrion... We done with Arya?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Tyrion and Varys in Meereen. And they're kind of just walking around.
They could just walk around and talk about shit all episode, I'd be totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, they're probably my two favorite people on the show right now. Like,
they're pretty.
Their banter together is just awesome.
Yes. Especially the scene where Tyrion tries to give money to the woman with the baby, and then
he's trying to speak Valyrian.
Yeah, and Varys is like, his Valyrian is terrible. He doesn't want to eat your baby.
It's for you, but yeah. And then they see a red priest.
Oh yeah.
Talking to some of the masses about how Dany left them.
Yeah.
And how his interpretation is that she's the Lord of Light.
Right.
But then she left them. And so now the people need to take up from where she was. Because she's not coming back, I think. That's what I gathered from that.
I thought he said something about she would return.
I think they need to prep for her return.
Okay. Yeah. So they still believe
they need
in her.
They need to like repent in her name, I guess.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like, redeem themselves in her eyes so she can come back.
Okay.
That's kind of what I gathered from that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then the big thing is that they see people running away and there's smoke everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And all of the ships that they had are on fire. She is never going to get to Westeros.
Literally, like, that's one of two things that happened in this episode that, like, signify that she is never, ever,
people need
ever.
to, like, get off of it. Like, she's never going to get that.
Unless she teleports, or, I mean, I guess she could fly on her dragon.
But then her army can't, like, it's...
Right, exactly. So,
like, I don't know, like...
The only way she's getting over there is solo on a dragon.
Yeah.
And probably not even that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's in the book. That hasn't happened, so there's still the possibility of that.
Yeah.
But when I saw that, I was like, this series, she's not fucking going over there, guys. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
No, everything is against her. I was gonna say, while Varys and Tyrion were walking around, they were talking about trying to get to the bottom of the Son of the Harpies deal. And Varys said that his birds... His
little birds.
Yeah, his little birds will figure it out. And I have no doubt that they will.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've figured everything out in the past.
Yep.
So, we will soon know who is behind the Son of the Harpies. Who do you think it is? Probably someone we don't even know.
It's probably someone we don't know, yeah. Because his star's dead.
Right.
I don't know who else that we would know that... Yeah. Because in the books, it's his Dar. Mm-hmm. He's still alive. He's still alive? Or did Drogon kill him? I think he's still alive in the books.
Okay, so we're ending with Dany.
Okay. Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Not a lot did happen this episode.
Yeah, not really. But again, it's just setting up a bunch of stuff up.
Yeah.
Reestablishing our storylines and everything. So Dany gets taken by Khal Moro.
Yeah, Moro, who I don't believe was a blood rider for Drogo.
Who wasn't?
That was one of the theories from the books, anyways. That like the Khalasar was one of his like guy. Because like when Drogo died, his 3 like lieutenants basically like, split off and like became Khals.
Oh, okay.
So the theory is like one of them was gonna be it.
Okay.
But it's obvious that that's not. At least in the book, at least in the show, anyway.
Also, quick aside, we get like one scene with Dario and Jorah.
Right.
And they're talking about how neither of them have a very good chance with her or something.
Yeah.
And then Jorah miraculously finds this ring in the middle of...
Like, I can't find 2 pairs of socks that match, and yet he finds a fucking ring in a field of grass that was trampled on by a bunch of horses. Okay.
And then from the ring, he's just like, Dothraki. He just figures it all out.
Yeah.
All right. I'm formulating some predictions. So, so Dany gets taken by Khal Moro, who wants to have his way with her, and they're speaking foul things in Dothraki, and they don't realize that she speaks Dothraki. And then she names off her 20,000 names, and then he's like, I don't give a fuck. And then she says that she's like the widow of Drogo.
And he's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay.
And I guess it's against Dothraki code to sleep with a widow.
But then wouldn't every woman, first do that? Like, he just accepts that without question.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure there maybe, accounts that, his wife had, white hair or something.
Right.
So maybe that's, yeah.
Yeah.
But now, she, being a widow, she asked if they'll take him back to Marine.
Right.
It's like,
Nope.
you gotta go.
To Vaz Dothrak.
Yep.
Is that their homeland?
Vaz Dothrak. That's if they had a city, that's
right, because they're all
it.
nomads.
But that's the religious spot. So what they do is when they sack a city or go somewhere, they take the gods and the idols from the city that they took out and put it there to say our gods are better because we took your gods, and so they display them.
They display them at Vaz Dothrak.
Yeah. That's where all the widows have to live now.
Yeah, so this again is a good segue into our predictions.
Okay.
So Dany's going to Vaz Dothrak. Mm-hmm. Again, never getting to Westeros.
No, never.
I wouldn't even surprise me if that's further east.
It's kind of in the middle. It's north. Yeah, it's northeast. Yeah.
Okay.
It's north of where they were.
So, what do you think? What do we know about this place from the book?
What I just told you
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think?
Well, and Dany's been there. When she ate the horse heart. Mm-hmm. Well, at least in the books, that was in Vaz Dothrak.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if in the show.
It was in a tent.
Yeah.
In the show.
I think it was supposed to be in there, but we just didn't see the city.
Okay. So she's gonna be going there. I would think that she is going to make it there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because otherwise, why have her taken by the Dothraki?
Yeah.
Seems like this is the direction that her character is going. I don't know what's going to happen when she gets there. And then what about Dario and Jorah? Are they ever going to catch up? Are they going to find her in Vaz Dothrak?
Yeah, I think eventually. Yeah, I think they're going to try. I think they're going to spring her loose
from the city.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That seems plausible.
Yeah.
I still don't know what. Well, I guess it's unpredictable what is going to be gained from this, but I don't know.
Just time away from not being in Westeros.
Oh yeah. And Marine, she's been in Marine for a while. It's kind of been boring.
It's funny in the books. This is referred to as the Miranese knot of trying to figure out a way to get her out of Marine. George Martin has stated I don't know how to. It's a knot I've created.
Yeah.
I gotta try to figure out how to unravel this knot and try to get her out of Marine.
That's funny. So this was his way of doing that.
Yeah.
I guess.
Uh-huh.
All right. How about predictions for Arya? I guess we already kind of went over.
I think she's still gonna be in her Daredevil training and then she'll start to be on the path of becoming no one.
Yep.
And then it's as soon as she accepts that fact, that's when she'll meet up with Brienne and Sansa again, probably, and not give a fuck anymore because she's not Arya anymore.
Right, yeah. That'll be weird.
Yeah.
How about for Tyrion? They're gonna battle the son of the Harpies.
They're gonna be pissed that they don't have any boats. They're gonna get to the bottom of who is leading the Harpies.
Yeah. And murder them.
Yeah, and Grey Worm's gonna go ham.
Go ham?
Hard as a motherfucker.
Oh. I've never heard that.
Never heard ham?
Nope. I feel very left out.
It's a Kanye West and Jay-Z thing.
Ah. Look,
You never heard me say I'm gonna go ham? Like
No.
when we play Smash or something?
maybe.
Okay.
Look, it's Tall Giamatti,
Tall Giamatti?
like from the Comedy Button.
I'm way far behind.
Oh, you don't know about Tall
I
Giamatti?
don't know about Tall Giamatti. I think Duck Nukem was the last one I listened
Oh
to.
my gosh. The Comedy Button. Not one of our sponsors.
Just really funny stuff.
Okay. King's Landing.
I like the theory of the Sand Snakes trying to attempt to assassinate Tommen.
Yeah.
We need to get some. I think next episode or the next 2 episodes we're going to get some Franken Mountain stuff.
Yeah. Perhaps a trial by combat.
That's going to be later in the year. That's going to be like episode 9-ish.
Oh, okay.
Stuff, I think. I think at the earliest, like mid-season. At the absolute earliest.
Yeah.
Like maybe 5. At the absolute earliest.
Okay. And do you think Franken Mountain loses that and that Cersei then is sentenced to
It
death?
depends on who the Faith's champion is.
And the internet seems to think it's going to be the Hound.
Yeah, that's
Which I think would be incredible.
Clegane Bowl.
Yes.
Westeros.
And I don't know. I feel like they would just end up killing each other.
I don't know who else they would get that makes sense.
All of the Sand Snakes versus
They-
the Franken Mountain.
They wouldn't. Well, maybe if it meant. No, it has to be 1-on-1.
Yeah.
But if it meant, yeah, I mean, actually, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, like it would, they killed the Mountain who killed Oberyn, and then they would kill essentially Cersei in the same boat. So that makes a lot of sense. Actually,
Okay.
I'm not mad at that one.
Okay.
I want it to be the Hound just because
Yes.
he's a badass.
Yeah.
But the Sand Snake, one of them makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. We already sort of talked about our predictions for Sansa. She's going to maybe look for Arya,
Or, I don't know. That could
most
have
likely-
just been an aside.
most likely gain support.
I think either they're going to go to Castle Black, which they don't go to Castle
Yeah,
Black.
don't do that.
Please don't go to Castle Black. Please go to like the Umbers or another house.
Or where Sam is.
No, Sam's going south.
Like way far south?
Way south.
Oh, okay.
Like Dorne's here.
Yeah.
Old Town's here.
Oh.
And like King's Landing's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going way south.
Okay. So, dang, he's not going to know about Jon for a while unless someone tells him.
Unless they dock somewhere and he hears
Yeah.
it's from someone. Yeah.
Bummer. Maybe when he comes back, Jon will be alive and he won't even ever know that he died.
It's like, hey, John, how's it going? I died. I've been dead. Motherfucker. They ate me.
Wow.
Jon Snow is played by Samuel L. Jackson. What about
Ramsey?
No, I don't give a fuck about Ramsay. No, what about Bran?
Literally have no idea.
Yeah, that's the one storyline I have no clue of where that's going to go.
Yeah. I just know that's very, very important. Because it has to do with the Children of the Forest.
Yeah.
And the Three-Eyed Raven, who's played by the dude in Star Wars.
Yeah, Max von Sydow, yeah.
That's why I recognized him in
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Well, he's a very famous actor. He's been acting.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's... Yeah, like, one of the most respected actors, like, ever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Also Swedish, like me, so...
There's going to be some kind of magic involved.
Yeah.
Because that kid did magic.
That wasn't a kid. That was just...
That was a child
yeah.
of the forest. Yeah.
Also called The First People.
Yes, First People. So, do they, in the lore of Game of Thrones, or A Song of Ice and Fire?
Yeah. A Song of Ice and Fire.
A song. Okay. Do the First People have any sort of connection to the White Walkers?
Yeah, they fight. They. So, in the lore, yeah, the Children of the Forest started out in Westeros. Then the Andals came, and they like fought. Then the White Walkers came down. They're like, oh shit, we gotta band together. So they fought together, beat the White Walkers back, build the wall, and then fought. And then they thought the children went extinct. Okay. But that's not the case.
And the Andals that were fighting the Children of the Forest are just regular people.
Yeah.
Who okay.
Yeah.
So I just feel like the Children of the Forest and the Three-Eyed Raven,
they're connected somehow.
They're connected, and somehow they know how to beat the White Walkers, is my thinking.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, Bran is crucial to that.
Because they had that spirit bomb thing, that grenade that she had, so maybe there's something with that. Bran, I'm sure something's going on with Bran. I don't know.
Will he walk again?
Where's Rickon? He has a fucking direwolf. And he can lead Winterfell because he's a Stark.
Shaggy dog. I think our last prediction is for the wall. Jon, specifically. The whole thing, really, actually.
I'm sticking with he's going to be a White Walker.
Okay, I like that. I just don't know. That has to happen soon, right?
Yeah.
Like, whatever's going to happen with him has to happen soon because he's a decaying corpse right now.
Yeah. It's got to happen.
Whoa. So Ed left to go get the wildlings.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen with that? Is he just going to return with a bunch of wildlings and they're just going to...
Yeah, they're going to fight. We're going to have a big fight.
Okay.
Big battle.
Okay.
Big fight.
Big fight. I like it. And then, like, in the middle of the fight, White Walkers show up, resurrect Jon.
Yeah.
Jon comes out, murders Alistair.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I want.
I think at this point, for Alistair's character, for me, the most satisfying death that he's going to get is being killed by a White Walker.
Yeah.
Or Jon.
John Walker.
Jon Walker. That's a good name.
Jon Walker.
Jon Walker. You heard it here, folks. Jon Walker. We coined it. Copyright.
Mine.
Okay. That's pretty much it.
What was your highlight?
Oh, yes. Highlights.
Just one. You only get one.
I only get one?
You only get one.
Oh. What's your highlight?
Brienne.
Okay. That probably my highlight too. So since you said that, I'm going to go with a different one.
Okay. It was just so satisfying. Not only that she killed all those dudes.
Yeah.
That was just fun that was cool to watch, but that she fucking meets up with Sansa and they actually get together.
Yeah.
And we have more than like 3 characters that are together now.
Yes.
Just moving the story forward finally.
Yeah. That was very satisfying. My other highlight is Cersei talking about the prophecy. Solely because it means to me that Tommen is going to die. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I just feel like that's an important thing to know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Kind of like Melisandre's vision about Jon fighting at Winterfell. It's like, okay, then we sort of know that he has to come back because she had that vision.
Yep.
Even though she's not 100% reliable because Stannis wasn't the Lord of Light. Mm-hmm. Or was he? What if he comes back as a phoenix?
Rises from the ashes like a phoenix.
Yes, again.
I'm going to try to work that into every episode somehow.
And if you don't, I can just cut it in random parts during the episode.
Just go.
Whenever we cuss, I can just like cut it out and put that in.
Yeah.
No, that's too much work.
That's what Epic Mealtime does.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Next episode is titled Home. And we know we're going to see Bran.
Yeah.
That's pretty much like all we know.
Yeah.
It looked like an exciting episode.
Yeah, because we're hopefully. I think there's still gonna be one episode where they're trying to establish the season. This is kind of be it for like establishing stuff.
Yeah.
And then after this episode, shit's gonna start happening.
Yeah, probably. You can find me on Twitter at B_real11, the number not spelled out.
And I'm at Cadillac508 on Twitter.
And Media Maniacs is at media_maniacs. Also, look up our YouTube page. It's not youtube.com/mediamaniacslp. I think it's like user.
That's Facebook.
That's okay. That one's Facebook. Just Google us.
Yeah.
But I actually don't know if that'll work either.
No, it does.
Okay. Or, I mean, I think if you find our Twitter,
it links all this stuff there. Yeah.
And in case you're not listening to this on SoundCloud, check out our SoundCloud page. And all right, we'll see you in the next episode.
Caw.
Caw.